morning after snow, but yes, I yearn for you. Thought that was ease, let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Samuels. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On the ground, it's Taj Brooks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Isaac to Slaw. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Next to score, Bengals 7, Seahawks 0. Evan McPherson with the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Ken Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
It's a loss of
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. We're now at 3rd down and 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And they will stop him short and get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
It's 4th down.
Complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Bengals at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
Here's Samuels again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking to pass. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's complete right side. It's too slow. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. Brooks is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 65 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Bengals
kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Spinning pass to him.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Straight ahead running, here's Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Still fighting through tackles. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taj Brooks, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 21, Seahawks 7. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end. Walker hit and the ball is held. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They begin with a quick throw out left. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down, and refuse to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 7 from the 20. Once again, it's Brooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taj Brooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And McPherson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Seahawks 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. Fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches. about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Up the middle with Brooks here. 75 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, 10. 11 fighting. 11 fighting. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Isaac to Slaw as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
They'll throw now on the final play. And it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throw left side complete. That's Herrera. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching him play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Right side, he finds his receiver, Horton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42. Seahawks, 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
11. Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Able to find Higgins. Still fighting for more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now it's Burrow. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action with Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And Burrow going to throw again. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Samuels. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
Finds through, and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll drop to throw.
Taking a shot for Dell here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got his man, Dell.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Bengals 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Torrey Horton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Samuels. Oh, able to avoid him. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there at a Bengal first.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Isaac to Slaw. 40 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. McPherson on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Seahawks 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boy, he has been fun to watch much throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 56, Seahawks 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Running to start the drive is Samuels. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Here we go.
Here's Samuels again. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Oh, look at the juke. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Straight ahead running, here's Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up
3rd and 2. Trying to get the first with Samuels. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And they are going to score again. And yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
63, Seahawks 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Grabs the lunch pail and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 70, Seahawks 29. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.